you're a French learner, you may get confused over something like I did early on in speaking French that sounds very similar, but it's actually two different things. So one of the things I like to say a lot, and I think a lot of other people say this too, is something in English is like, in fact. In fact, just to draw extra attention to something, right? Or it's like saying actually as well, right? So you hear in French, you'll hear it's very literally translated. You hear all the time, en fait. So it sounds a lot like English, like, in fact, en fait, okay? But there was a time after I learned that where I started hearing people saying au fait, and I knew it wasn't en, it was o, a-u, au fait. And I started getting confused. I was like flip-flopping. I'm like, maybe I heard it wrong. Maybe I've been saying it wrong the whole time. And over time, I finally figured out that they are two different things and they mean two different things. So en fait, en fait, is in fact or actually. Au fait would be, by the way. So if you were saying, as long as we're talking about this, just like you would say in English, right? By the way, I also want to tell you this, right? So you say, au fait, blah, blah, blah. So it's a little different because you would, in English, say those in two different places, right? By the way, so some other sort of tangential piece of information slightly related to the previous topic type of thing. I want to give you some extra information here. Whereas, in fact, would be like just to draw even more attention to the thing you're talking about right now. So anyway, don't get those confused and don't be like me where you're going, am I hearing the same thing or am I hearing the wrong thing? Was I right? Because you'll go crazy with that. So it is, there are two, au fait, en fait. Bonne chance.